check. K60US to Y, Delta Mike 06. Hello, 222, K6USY, Delta Mike 06.
K6MYC, good evening.
Good evening, Mike. K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Good evening, Mike. Kilo Mike 6 here, Romeo number 432, and Bozo 1200, KN6 UKN.
Okay. KN6 UKN and KM6 SRR. K6MYC and 1079 1100. Got you all.
Thank you, Mike. I'm going to be listening to the Aries Net until it ends, and then I'll be over here. KM6 SR, clear.
Roger. Okay, and I am pointed over toward Santa Cruz, I think. So we should hear somebody over there. KW6S should be in. He wasn't in last night, though. I think maybe he told me he wasn't going to be there last night. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC. Not there yet tonight either.
Well, we're about 3 minutes early.
Yeah, I know we are.
Yeah, people get so used to your timing that they're not always there when you need them.
Well, that's okay. Usually I've been running just right on the edge the last couple of days. So sometimes, depending on what's happening that day, sometimes the meal just doesn't get done till right at 7:30. The meal gets done, but it's 7:15 before we sit down, and then I don't like to cram.
Oh yeah, Roger. Well, I tell you, you guys were sounding good on 40 meters this morning. I could even hear the guy in Utah.
Oh yeah, well he's pretty easy. He's got a nice station over there. He's always loud over this way. I don't remember exactly what he's using for an antenna, but he does pretty good. That's John. He's checked in 3 or 4 times. He runs a group like ours, about 3 KC up. They're usually up on 140 or 139. And sometimes they're done by 8:30, and sometimes they're not. Sometimes we have a little conflict, and then you'll find us down on 135 or 136. But basically, he's a good guy, a big pilot, older fellow. Been through the mill, major motorcycle accident, you know, all the bones broken and all this stuff. So he's quite a character. And then, of course, drag racing comments this morning. Did Bill get a feel for the fact that you might have given him a clue? I think you did.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, and I think he's going to have one of the local guys up there take a look at it, which is probably the best. He needs to get somebody that can actually sit down in front of the computer. You know, it's one of those things that if I was there, I probably could fix it for him in like 3 minutes. But you know, I'm down here, so it's kind of hard to do some of that stuff remotely.
Yeah, well, there must be some. You had some code or a word or something that he had to put in, and I guess he hadn't put that in or didn't know where to put it or whatever. So maybe he got it running today. We'll find out tonight in a little while here, hopefully. K6USY, KM6SRR, also listening on another net as well. This is K6MYC beaming towards Santa Cruz and the Bay Area a little bit, looking for check-ins to the 222 Bozo Net. Bump it just a little further toward the north here. I think Tom can still hear me here, and maybe Fred and the other guys in the Bay Area can hear us here. QRZ 222 K6MYC Bozo Net, Central California.
Yeah, they're probably all outside enjoying the nice weather over there. I know everybody over here is hiding.
Yeah, hiding from the 105 to 108 stuff that's floating around here today. Yeah, that's probably true. I guess you had an easy day. You stayed inside with the kids all day, did you?
Yeah, pretty much. Played video games and watched TV, and we built a fort, and I did a little bit of radio, and then, yeah, other than that, we just kind of hung out inside.
Probably a good idea. I worked out a little bit. What did I do? I guess I did something outside. I pulled a weed or two in a couple of spots, and just generally, I think I emptied some weeds, or I did that yesterday, I guess. What did I do today? God, I must have done something, Aaron.
Well, you woke up, and you got on 40 meters. Who knows what happened after that? But, yeah, I'm glad I got all my yard work done yesterday morning, so didn't have to do any chores today, so we just took it as an extra day. But, yeah, no, if the weather was nice, we would have gone and done something, but no, we just hung low and hung out around the house.
Yep. Well, I did show Amanda, my weed eater lady, I showed her how to run my lawnmowers today. And so she mowed the front and the backyard, and we put gas in them. They both had this hot weather just disturbs the batteries, and it burns all the gas out of the carburetor. So by the time we got them cranked over enough to get gas to the carburetor, the batteries died. So I had to drag the charger out and get everything charged up. It just took a minute. There's one position in the charger that you can put it on quick start. And I put it on there for about 1 minute, and then we hit quick, but started it up right away. So that one took care of it, and then we got the other one the same way. So we made headway on that, but then we had other things to do, pump up the tires and all the stuff. Anyway, and then she did the front and the backyard. I got pulled away. I guess. I know what it was. Yeah, Phil, WB6GGY and WA6HNA was over to Phil's house in Twainhart today, installing the FT100 that Phil bought to get him on 432. But boy, we just didn't have any luck at all. We couldn't. They could hear me finally, but I was only S1, and I had to point just real accurate for them to hear me, even Q5. So they were going to do some testing locally between Greg and Phil. They're pretty close together. Greg was going to point at him and see if they could determine what was the cause of the not hearing well. Although the path was down, it seemed to be pretty poor. I couldn't get to him. I got to him on 2 meters, and they were Q5 on 2 meters with the 50 watts out of the FT100, but it wasn't bodacious. It was Q5, but marginal. So the 432 path wasn't there. Anyway, let's see if we got anybody in the Bay Area. KW6S first. KW6 Sugar. Tom, are you there? K6MYC.
K6MYC, KW6S. Good evening, Mike. I should also add the 610.
Yeah, good evening. And we've got Aaron on frequency. It's just Aaron and you and I right now. The crowd's a little light tonight. But we've been pointed your way. I'm pointed actually splitting between you and the Bay Area, so I'm leaking a little signal hopefully into the Bay Area. A pretty light crowd last night. We only had 34 check-ins on 2 meters, where the previous net we had 45. So it's a sign of a 3-day weekend, and people are off doing other things and not thinking ham radio too. Anyway, back to you, and maybe Eric can hear you if you point down his way. Might be able to squeeze a signal through to Aaron, a K6USY there. A KW6 Sugar in Santa Cruz, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KW6S. Yeah, I didn't hear him earlier, and I'm pointed pretty well the same direction there. Yeah, my log is kind of, I realize that my log is kind of messed up here. I can't look and see if we ever made it on 220 or not. Anyway, I got here. I did a contest over the weekend, and now I'm fully recovered and ready to go. Should be ready to rip through it this week. K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, very good. Okay. That was a contest. Which one was this one you were in?
It was an FT8 worldwide digital contest.
Oh, okay. Ken did not mention that one. He was there was 2 other contests on, and 2 or 3 others, something in Kansas and other places, but I don't know. I didn't listen very much. It was a RIDI contest, I know, because I was listening on Saturday night, or Friday night, Saturday night, I guess. I got on 40 meters and listened, and the band was loaded up down below. But I finally went over to 20, and it was loaded up also, but I worked some Europeans and some Africans on 20. The static on 40 was just awful. So I did a little bit of ham radio on the weekend, but not much. Anyway, good to hear you here, and we'll see if there's anybody else that's going to check in from the Bay Area. I'll move the antenna a little bit more up that way. Good evening to you, Tom. Let's see. If you didn't hear Aaron already, he doesn't have the gain on this band. I think he's just running. Is it 1 or 2 whole loops here, Aaron? Over.
2 whole loops and 50 watts out of the transverter, and I can hear Tom, but he's like S0 and right at the noise floor, so he'd have to try to find me, and I don't know if he'd be able to hear me, but yeah, it's just two loops on this band, K6USY.
Yeah, very good. 2 loops and 50 watts, and he's hearing you, Q5, but right on the noise floor, Tom. So your power, I think you're running 500 or 600 watts or a kilowatt here, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got the kilowatt, and yeah, if I have DSP turned on, but I'd have to turn an ESP on to get this one.
Yeah, I imagine you would. Okay, no worries. He's just a pair of hole loops, and that's quite a difficult path. Unless we have unusual conditions, and we don't have those unusual conditions. You're not super loud here this evening. Just nice, easy copy, but not bodacious like you have been at times. Alrighty, take care. I haven't heard Ken in here tonight. Ken had company and probably has company all weekend, so he's probably doing the company thing. His grandson checked in yesterday with him. Grandson is Bozo 745, I believe. Eli. And he had a quick check-in yesterday, and then they went off and did other things. But nothing from Ken yet tonight, although 220 is a good band for him. So there you go. 7-3, Tom, and we'll catch you tomorrow, or a little bit later, perhaps, on 6. Keep forgetting this is Monday. So I have everything ready to go on 6, and not pointed in the right direction yet, but we'll get there before we're done here. KW6 Sugar at Santa Cruz, 610, K6MYC.
Very good. Yeah, I'm good up to about 10 after 9. And I will have it on and probably pointed to. I've got to move my antenna here now. And yeah, it was kind of fun. The A's on 80 years, which kind of surprised me for the contest, and kind of surprised me. Anyway, I'll check in with you on 6 later. K6MYC, KW6F.
Okay, very good. 7-3 for now. I hear somebody else in there. Keep calling. I don't have enough signal yet to find out who you are. Keep calling. K6MYC Bozo Net.
W6PQL with KD6SOK on the sidecar.
I got you now. KD6SOK and W6PQL. Go ahead, Jim. Pick it up and then shoot it to Fred.
Okay. Well, another hot day over here. Got to 97, so that's 100 to 197 3 days in a row here, which is about all we can take in the Bay Area before we wilt. Fred confirmed he's got the same kind of conditions over there. Go ahead and pick it up, Fred. 86SOK, W6CQL.
Man, any more days of this, I'm going to go to the coast permanently. Anyway, good evening, Mike, if you can hear me. Yeah, it's been hot as hell over here. Gosh, it's probably hotter over where you're at. So let's see if you can hear me. Give you some chatter here. 86SOK 507. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, fine, Fred. We got you in good shape here. I'd have to move the antenna back a little bit. I'm way out of calibration. I got you coming in at over 300. So I'm way out of calibration for some reason. And after we get done with the net here, I'll have to go out and perhaps recalibrate tomorrow and get this thing back where it should be, because it's off about 12, 15 degrees. Anyway, I thought it was supposed to be cool in the Bay Area. Everybody over here thought it was going to be cool. I guess we think what you think is hot is really cool for us. We were 104, 105 today, Fred, so don't feel bad. KD6SOK 507, K6MYC.
Well, I'd be something you're swimming pool at those temperatures. I'm probably just I'd have to be in the swimming pool all the time at 105 degrees. Yeah, it's been miserable here. We don't get any breeze at night either. It's just really annoying. Usually we get a nice coastal breeze and nothing yet last night or today. It's just hot, hot, hot. Anyway, hopefully tomorrow the weather will change and the hot air will move away. We'll see. So good to hear you, Mike. 86, that's okay.
Yeah, fine, Fred. Very good. Well, it's supposed to be a little cooler tomorrow, and then a lot cooler on Wednesday. It's going to drop, for us, it's going to drop below 100. That's not a lot, but it's 99 instead of 100, and 106 and 105. So it'll be 5 or 6 degrees cooler on Wednesday. I think you'll probably get the cool down one day before we get it. So you should be fine by tomorrow, hopefully anyway. Very good, Fred. Thanks for checking in here. Not too much new on this end. We're just had a slow, easy, sort of an easy day here for the third day of the Labor Day weekend. Hi. KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo for your final K6MYC.
Very good, Mike. Yeah, no, it's been hot here in the Hope area, the whole West Coast. In fact, Los Angeles, I was listening to KNX last night, and they were talking about how hot it was. Like at 10 o'clock at night, it's like 85 degrees at 10 p.m., so that's pretty hot. Anyway, good to hear you tonight, so I'll let you go, and we'll catch you tomorrow at 1296 there, Mike.
Yeah, we'll look forward to 1296. Hope it'll be a little more stable than it has been the last few days. I think it will be. The weather's sort of stabilized here, and the wind isn't blowing, so we should have a little bit of a tropo path there. Thank you, Fred. Thanks for checking in here. KD6SOK, K6MYC, QRZ. Any other check-ins in the Bay Area, please? Go ahead.
WV6J, Baker 6, Juliet, November.
Yeah, good evening, Jim. Good signal. WB6JNN. You got a funny little flutter on you, but otherwise you're okay. Go ahead.
Well, this path is definitely not a direct path.
Well, that's pretty good, though. No, you're pretty strong, so no problem. Seems like signals are good. Fred's a little bit better than he usually is on 220 here. He's very strong always on 432, and he's a little bit down on 220, but tonight he was very solid. And no problems whatsoever. And you're very good. I think the multipath is probably just because of your location. Anyway, what did you do over the weekend? Anything?
Well, unfortunately we had to have a cat put down, so we did that today, but nobody was open, so we had to go to the emergency place across town, but she had a good life. She was almost 19 years old.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, I knew you were coming close on that one. So I'm sorry to have to do that. I guess you're going to lose him one way or the other, Jim. We lost our Blackie cat. You probably remember me saying, "Hi, Blackie, how you doing?" And we had Sparky, Blackie, and Bootsy. But Blackie all of a sudden has not showed up for 4 days, which means he's been taken by some predator. He didn't run away. He wasn't the kind of cat to run away. I've had one or two cats in my past that I had brothers, and it was they were the gold cats, orange cats. And one of them stayed with me. He lasted till he was 13 or 14 before he disappeared one day. But his brother, they were about the same size as brother, not quite as orange as Whiskey was. Whiskey I called whiskey colored. He was Whiskey. The other one I didn't have a name for that I can remember, but he just left. But he didn't get taken by anything. We were over at the next neighboring ranch house, which was abandoned many years ago, but it still exists. And we were taking a ride on ATVs and stuff, and all of a sudden we saw a couple of cats, and lo and behold, one of them was orange, the orange cat. And he'd gone feral. He was wild, running with another cat, so you never know about those guys. I think we had him fixed, but I'm not even sure at this point. Anyway, it's always tough to lose him. I miss Blackie. I kind of loved the cats. And as you get older, you have more and more time to spend with them. And Blackie had a particularly interesting personality. The three cats I have look altogether different. You wouldn't recognize them from the same litter. And he was long and slender. But the other cat, Sparky, is big and husky. Just as big lengthwise, but weighs about 2 times as much as Blackie did. He's a beast. But Blackie was just slender and lean and sleek. and had a wonderful personality. He would come up in the morning when he wanted to wake me up. He'd come up and stand with his front legs on my chest. I'd be laying on my back and look up. There's a cat staring me in the face. Are you ever going to get up, asshole?
That's a cat. Okay. By the way, this is a new radio. I got myself a second small rig here, Zygu 6100, X6100, and I've been playing with that all weekend. Well, since this morning at least. So there you go. All right. Well, we'll get back to the net here. WB6JNN.
Tell me the number, the name of the model number again.
Zygu X6100. It's one of those portable low-power rigs, but of course I have an amplifier, and it drives it just about the right amount here, about 4 watts. It'll do up to 10 watts. It's designed for the backpacking kind of guys.
Is it 220?
No, I'm just going through the transverter.
Oh, okay. Very good. So it's 2 meters into the transverter?
28 megs.
Oh, it's an HF radio all the way up to what frequency?
That goes up to 6 meters.
Oh, okay. Just a little tiny radio. Well, it sounds really good. Excellent audio. It's very nice and clean. So it certainly sounds good. You got it set up very nicely, Jim. Fine on everything. Thanks for checking in. Again, condolences on your cat, and I'll take the condolences back for Blackie here, over.
Yeah, okay, yeah, they grow on you, and she was, 18 and change, actually. She was not quite to 19 yet. But anyway, 73, WB6JNN.
Yeah, 73, Jim. Okay, I heard another voice in there. I don't know whether that was you, Jim, or who. W6PQL, were you calling me, Jim? Oh, I got K6 Whiskey India Sugar. Very light. But I'll search on the next transmission for a peak on you there, Paul. Let me get you written in here, 637. Okay, take the transmission, and I'll see if I can find a better heading. K6 Whiskey India Sugar. Go ahead, K6 MYC. No problem, Paul. Got you better, stronger, and perfectly readable. I wouldn't call it armchair copy because there's still a lot of white noise in the background, but certainly readable. Very comfortably readable, let's put it that way. So there you are. Sounds good. And there wasn't much there. There wasn't much more to be had. I don't think the path across the pond is, across the valley is all that great tonight. But I only searched a few degrees, and I brought you up a little bit, and I just left it. I could have gone further, but I would have missed what you were saying. Anyway, hopefully you had a good weekend. Did you do anything special up there for Labor Day other than no labor?
I need to relay a couple of check-ins from Mike, KA6OSX and N1 PPP QSL.
Yep, I've got 160 and 336, KA6 OSX and 1 PPP. Thanks for checking them in for us there, Paul. Go ahead.
Radio, and your signal did come up at S unit. You were S2, now you're at S3. So 5x3, good solid copy here, Mike. No QSB or fading, nice and steady. Now I've just been taking it easy today in the air-conditioned house because it's been up to 104 outside, a little bit too hot for any outside work, so I've been playing around with electronics on the inside, speaker repair and reconfiguring an audio stereo system, over.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think you did what a lot of people did. Everybody said, "That's hell with this." This will be the last hot weekend. Maybe there might be one more. But we're just staying inside today. So you're joined the group with a lot of people. I was outside for a little while, but it was very warm, and I made it easy for myself. So about 3:30, I stripped down and went in the pool, and boy, it was nice. I was in the pool for about 45 minutes, and that was really wonderful. And I was very refreshed and not warm, not overheated when I got out, that's for sure. K6WIS will look for you when we come around on the direct path if you're there, and then of course we'll still look for you as well on the 6-meter path in a little while there, Paul. K6WIS for your final K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, solid copy. K6MYC in the group for K6WIS. All three of them from the Bay Area up here. WIS, trackable.
Okay. I went back and forth on you, but I could not find a better peak, so I guess we've got the peak here. So, there you go. I did not find a better spot, so it's a little bit more to the north, as you said, than normal tonight. Good evening for now. We'll see you in a bit, Paul. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6MYC, looking for any other check-ins from the Bay Area. Please come now. Boy, I don't hear anybody else. Looks like we'll have to go to Oakley. So here I am up to Oakley. Maybe even a little too far. May have gone past Oakley. Let's see how we're doing. N6 Radio Oscar, N6RO, K6MYC.
Yeah, loud and clear, Mike. K6MYC from N6RO, Bozo 835. And high temperature 102. And it's supposed to start cooling off here. Yes, antenna work to do tomorrow morning, but we're not going to go much beyond noon. That's 90. And dinner was leftover fish. And spinach. And onions and mushrooms as usual. So that's the report, and we'll see you on 6 a bit later. N6RO.
Okay, very good. N6RO, K6MYC, and somehow I got this 9700 on Vox. I don't know how I did that. Maybe I can get Aaron to tell me what I've done here. I've somehow got it on Vox. I wonder why it would go off transmit every time I put the mic down. It was hearing me hit the mic. It was hearing me hit the table. Fine on the dinner, and we had a nice big Busey hamburger from Matt. His Matt special, and 2 big beautiful ears of corn, and some fried, sort of fried, air oven fried sweet potatoes, thin slices with some nice seasoning on them. So that was very good. So it was a very nice dinner. I was stuffed and I couldn't even eat my whole hamburger. Okay, and the temperature, we were a tad warmer here, maybe 104, 105, something like that. And went in the pool about 3:30, so that took care of the heat problem. Didn't do much else, maybe a little lawn mowing. I helped my weed eater, taught her how to run the lawn mowers and all that stuff, so kept her busy for a while today. That's about it. I was kind of a non-eventful day. Seems like I was doing something, but when I look back on it, I didn't get very much done. You never know. Some days it feels like you work all day, and you work a few minutes, and you get a whole bunch of stuff accomplished, and other days you spend all day at it, and nothing actually looks like it was done. Who knows? It was an easy day anyway, so we didn't have any great pressures on us. Anyway, we'll see you on 6 in a little while, Ken. We'll see you on 6 meters here in just a bit. And then, of course, tomorrow on 1296. N6RO for your final K6MYC.
Yeah, fine on the dinner. I guess Matt makes large burgers as well as good burgers. And I spent the day watching U.S. Open tennis. We're getting down to the quarterfinals, and some of my...
Roger, on 52.
I hope. See you later on the...
Roger, 52.
6RO.
Yep, gotcha. Okay, and you were in the contest, but it was over early, right?
Well, it was a two-segment contest. I got in the last 20 minutes, and I just worked M6WM on 4 bands. And so, when it was QRP, I might have won the world for QRP because no one else was doing it.
That's one way to win the contest. Very good. We did talk to Tom, KW6S. He ran the whole weekend, but there was an FT8 contest also. Did you know about that one?
Oh, yeah. The Worldwide Digi, which is much more participation. Some of my guys dabbled in it, but nobody was serious. WM was serious in the Scandinavian British contest. He did pretty well. Third in the West, I think. So, it wasn't very busy contest weekend, but I'm always watching what the other guys are doing. See you later, N6 Radio, Oklahoma.
Roger, Ken. You remind me of the old statement. Yeah, I love work. In your case, I love contests. I can watch people run them all day long.
That's mostly what I'm doing these days.
Yeah, I know. Well, that may be the best way. That's get the enjoyment, but not the heavy stress. All right, 7-3. We'll see you in a few minutes on 6 meters, Ken. N6 Radio Oklahoma, K6MYC.
Radio Ohio.
Okay. Radio Ohio, Radio Ontario.
I used that one in the RAC contest.
I bet you did.
Get all those VE3s coming back.
Yeah, I bet you did. Okay. See you in a little bit. K6MYC. Anybody else copying me here in this direction? Please check into the 222 Bozo Net now. Over. Oh, yeah, throngs. Okay, I'm going to Sacramento. About N6, K6, KO6KD, Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Delta, over. Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Delta. KO6KD, K6MYC.
Yeah, there you are, Mike. I can just barely hear you now. I'll give you some chatter. K6MYC in Oscar 6 Kilo Delta, Charlie Mike 98. Where the temperature today was a balmy 105. 105 here in Roseville. Can you hear me yet? K6MYC in a group, KO6KD.
Roger. A little bit of QSB, but I got you pretty solid, Bill. KO6KD 776, K6MYC. It was balmy, about the same temperature here, 104, 105. Did the conversation with Aaron do you any good, or do you think you'll have to get it in front of somebody that can sit in front of it and knows what they're doing? Over.
Say that last part again. You took a big fade on me. Say again.
I said, did you get anywhere with the information you got from Aaron? Over.
That way that I can work with him and see what he has to say about that. More about
so you didn't get anywhere. He wasn't able to give you any major magic buttons or words to put in it to make it work. Over.
No, Aaron was not. He had two things to say, and one of them was easy. The other one is beyond what I'm able to do. So the BIOS is where you get into the hardware, and it's something that I'm going to have to deal with Darren about and see what Darren has to say. If we could go into the BIOS and tell it to recognize the hard drive over.
I got you. Maybe there's something a little different. Maybe it's a serial number thing on the BIOS that doesn't jive up with the other computer. Maybe the two serial numbers have to be somehow connected. Over.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. There's got to be, Roger, I think that there's something that is telling the computer, hey, this is not the right hard drive. Something's gone wrong. So, there may be a way to get into the BIOS and say, hey, stop doing that. It is the right hard drive.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, well, hopefully conditions will be better on 6. You were fading in and out as well. I've got you 100%, but boy, you take some very, very deep fades here. And I'm running 800 watts in your direction, 800 to a kilowatt. So if you're losing me, you might have a little noise or something. Anyway, sounding good. As the band is not doing us any favors here with the heavy QSB and flutter on your signal. Quite a few signals are stable, but you're more than normal. More often than not, you're fluttery and heavy QSB, and I don't know what it is. It's just a QTH difference. If you change the altitude of the antenna by 3-4 feet, it would probably change things altogether. Anyway, we'll see you on 6 meters in a few minutes, Bill. KO6KD 776 K6MYC. Good luck getting together with Darren.
Roger. Thank you very much, and thanks again to Aaron. I'll go over and see if I can scare Darren up, and we'll be looking for you over on 6. 73 KO6KD.
Roger. 73. See you later. Okay, anybody else for 222 in this direction? This is Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie. Over.
K6MYC from K6WIS direct path. I'll copy. Over.
Oh, way up. And that's funny because Bill is not normally... See, I'm copying Bill on a funny path. He's not coming in normally at all. I haven't moved the antenna at all. He's usually 10 degrees more to the north, or to the west, I should say, from where you are. And you're pounding in here, so who knows? It must be an altitude thing. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6MYC.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Direct path is working tonight, but with deep QSB fades. You caught me on the high end, and it's probably fading down right now. Your signal is going down between S7 and S2. And good evening to Bill there, KO6KD. Mike, over.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, well, lots of QSB, but perfect copy. And certainly, even at your lowest QSB, weaker than what you were on the bounce path. So, direct path is winning tonight, even though it's much more unstable. I was just curious as to what direction. I haven't touched the direction. Maybe I get more from you even if I go a little further north. So make another transmission and I'll bump a little further more north for you. Over.
Yeah, okay, Mike. You were 5 by 5 on that. K6NYC. This is K6WIS. Charlie Mike 98. And you can try a little bit further north, but it might make no difference right now. And to sort that out between QSB fading and antenna direction could be a bit complex. Over.
Yeah, for sure. Multi-path on you and some fading. I went, there's two little directions where I'm finding a peak on you. One's a little further to the north, but this one's better. So I went back to this one, but you I went from here and about 10 degrees more to the north, and you went down a little bit, and then you came up again. Well, that might be a side lobe, but it wasn't that far down, so who knows? Anyway, pretty decent signal from you on the direct path tonight, Paul. Thank you. And we'll look for you in just a couple minutes here, well, maybe more like 10 minutes on 6 here. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC. I'm sorry, that's wrong. K6WIS, K6MYC. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries, Mike. I've often wondered if I should exchange call signs with Tom down there in Santa Cruz. Hi. 73s, maybe catch you on 6 later. K6MYC with K6WIS signing off on 222.
Roger, 73. Now, anybody else copy and missed in this direction? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie Bozo Net. Please check in now, over. Okay, going all the way up here to get Daniel. What do you think, Daniel? KE7UQL, K6MYC, over.
We got you. Here is 272. This is 272, KE7UQL, over.
Yeah, you're consistently better than the guys in Sacramento. You wouldn't bet on that one, though, would you?
No, this is a pretty light station here, over.
Well, they're not big stations there either, but they've got a much cleaner path, you would think, up and down the valley. Not trying to get over the Sierras, but you're doing really well. Good evening, and hopefully you had a good weekend here and enjoyed the holiday, such as it is. Since you're not working, it's not much of a difference from one day to the next, like me, over.
Well, I'm working at keeping things going, over.
Oh, yeah. Keeping things going in the ham shack, you mean?
Roger, and the home front, over.
It's a continuous process, that's for sure. Okay, well, excuse me, you're very stable and quite loud, very steady. No heavy Queen Sugar Bacon. Now, just as soon as I say that, we'll take a big dive here. Have you heard anything from Larry, N7WT, by the way, over?
No, go ahead, call him. I'll stand by.
Okay, and then we might want to call N7 Victor Alpha Zulu also. Never know, he might be in here on 220. I think he's got something on 220, but I can't remember now whether I've ever checked in 1193 on 220 or not. N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT. Larry, I wonder if you're in there tonight. N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC, calling and listening. I don't hear anything, Daniel. You want to give N7 Victor Alpha Zulu a call?
Well, N7 VAZ, his 222 is not working at this time, over.
Was that what he said? Okay. Well, then we just got you, and that's it. So, boy, you're sure just doing a great job in here this evening. I wonder, Rob, are you back listening here by any chance? And Rob, KM6SRR?
You betcha. KM6SR present.
Are you hearing anything from Daniel? Because he's pounding in here quite nicely, over.
No, I'm not hearing anything.
Okay, nothing over at his place, but he's just running a pair of stacked hole loops, so not a big system, Daniel. Very good, 7-3, and I don't think we'll see you on 6. I don't think you're running anything on 6, but if you hear Richard, we'll be calling Richard anyway.
I just have one hole loop, Mike.
Oh.
Thank you for this one, and we'll see you tomorrow on 1296, Roger.
Roger, 1296 tomorrow. Should be good. Hopefully it's as good as it is tonight on 220. You're just rock solid in here.
Okay, K6MYC, KE7UQL, 73, good night.
73, Daniel. KE7UQL, K6MYC, and we are clear, and I think we're done. Rob, I don't know if you got a count or not. Maybe Aaron can give you a count. What do you get, Aaron?
711.
711. Well, we get one more in here. We'll take you, John. That's pushing the numbers up close to 15 or 16.
Very good, and we'll follow you over to 6.
Yeah, we'll be over there in just a minute.
Did Jim call in number 52?
Yes, I got the number 52. He did call in on CW.
Okay, I got a total of 17, including John.
Yeah, well, we keep picking up one more every week. We might get to 20 before the end of the world. So I'll put 17 with a circle around it. Thank you, Rob. And, yeah, I don't think you missed anybody if you got that one.
Yep, no, I think I got them all. Hey, I forgot to ask you the other night if you were checking in Eric, 1044. I saw on your list that Judy sent me you had him checked in. I thought Ron said he was over in Hawaii.
He was in Hawaii, but he called Ron and told him to please check him in, so that's why he was checked in. That's probably why we had 35 instead of 34.
Okay, I'll go back and add him to the list.
No, it's not a crisis. That one could be missed, and it wouldn't be the end of the world because he really wasn't there. Over.
Okay, I just wanted to make my list as accurate as I could.
Yeah, no, I understand, but he really wasn't there. He was in Hawaii, but we did check him in, at least in verbal terms anyway. None of this is going to be the end of the world for one or two missed check-ins. Rob, over.
Yep, roger.
I should go back. What time is it? What time is it, Rob?
8:17.
Okay, well, I better just go right over to 6 meters. I was going to go back to the Bay Area for late checks and missed, but we did get the key people. The only one that was missing really was WA6AXX, and he had plenty of signal from me, so I don't think we're going to get anybody else over there. Somebody might have come out of the woodwork, but I don't know. Anyway, okay. I'll see you on 6 in a couple of minutes here. I got to rotate the antenna all the way around. It's 360 degrees out of where it should be.
Roger, I'm there listening now.
Alrighty, see you guys over on 6, K6US1.
Okay, hey, Aaron, while you're here, somehow I've gotten this radio onto Vox. Can you see what's going on my front panel, and how do I get it out of Vox?
That might be one of the things I can't change remotely.
Well, you got a radio, though. You can look at it, see how you get onto Vox.
I got to go look at it. It's in the closet.
Well, I'll just leave it hooked up and running here then, and maybe somewhere after the net we can do it. I don't want to leave it on Vox because I'm liable to break out with some very nasty swear words here inadvertently. Over.
Okay, so the power button, it's 3 down from the power button on the left-hand side of the radio. Because there's the power, and then, well, there's a group of 4 buttons. There's the power, and then 2 buttons, and then the Vox is going to be the bottom of that 4.
Well, I only got 2 buttons. I got preamp, noise blanker, and then there's something in the way here.
No, under the power. Not that group of 4 in between the dials, but all the way on the left-hand side, below the power button, there's a set of 4 buttons. Vox is the 4th one.
Oh, I'm under the wrong button. I was sorry about that. Okay, let me see here. 1. Jesus.
Yeah, they're pretty flush.
That wasn't it. The power button, you're talking about the main knob?
No, the main power button is the button in the upper left-hand corner of the panel, and there's below, there's a group of 4 buttons, right there with the power button. Well, they're in a row.
Okay, is it right above the phone jack?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's it. Yeah, I must have hit it when I pushed the phone jack in.
Yeah, that would make sense. It's right there.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for that. We got it fixed now. I'm talking into the mic with the mic button pushed, and I was talking into the mic without it pushed, and you didn't hear it.
Yep, good. That way we don't inadvertently hear you arguing with a cat or whatever other animals are there. There's always horror stories of people getting into arguments with their XYL and it going out over the air. So yeah, Vox is a very dangerous thing.
It is, particularly when we're on the stream. I don't want everybody in the world hearing me cussing the world out.
Very good. All righty, we'll see you over on 6 meters, K6USY.
See you on 6. Here we go. I hear you, John, but I'm not turned around yet. I got to rotate 360 here. Stand by.
WB6JNC.
And while you're doing the drive-by of Fresno, K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
And KM6SRR number 432 and Bozo 1200.
W6GBS 694.
WB6JNP 107.
Got you 107, Dane, and we hear the others. Let me get everybody written down here. Now, let's see. I think I got 107 written down already. You had called in once before. I think I got you wrote down here. And I hear W6, WB. Let me get this pen open up. Come on, pen. Don't fight me. 694. I hear 1079 and 1100. And let's see, who else did I hear? I heard 432 and 1200. And who else? Yeah, I got you. You're loud. 249, Richard. I'm pointed your way. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. YC, 86BC, number 249. Yeah, you're loud right now, too.
Quite a bit of noise in here. Let's see what I can do with the noise blanker here. Where is that button? Should be this button. Yeah, helps a little bit. Okay, yeah, good evening, Richard. Good to hear you. We had a wonderful signal on 222 from Daniel. He was very loud this evening. And very steady on 222. That's probably the best I've ever heard him on 222 in terms of just being like a local here. Anyway, how was your weekend? KD6BQ and the group K6MYC.
Well, we're doing pretty good up here. It's been pretty nice, although it starts to warm up again a little bit. But we're all hanging in there. And I don't know, did Larry make it on 220 or 222, or did he not?
No, I did not hear Larry. Haven't had Larry in here for about a week now. Maybe more than a week.
Okay, well, I thought he said he was going to be here, but I guess not. So, anyway, yeah, we're, Eric and I are going up to meet Larry for lunch on Wednesday.
Eric being N7 Victor Alpha Zulu?
Roger.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe you can look at Larry's situation. Maybe between the two of you, you can figure out how to help Larry get his antennas fixed. I know that's causing him not to be active because I know things aren't just as they should be. I don't think there's major problems there, but it may be a major effort. I don't know. I know Larry doesn't want to climb anymore, and I think that's biggest drawback right now. Anyway, I looked for Eric tonight on 222, but I guess he had sent a message or something to Daniel that he was not functional currently on 222. We did do pretty well, though. We got 17 check-ins, so we're picking up about one check-in a week here. Over.
That sounds very good. Yeah, Eric's 222 transverter isn't working right now. The Ukrainian one, for some reason. He brought it over a couple weeks ago, and we looked at it. He said definitely that has no output for some reason. Over.
Oh, well, there's transistors to fix that. Is that the one from Ukraine?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that can be fixed. I can tell you that Ken Holden, WA6OIB, has repaired those, and we have another guy, KJ6KFB, Darren, in West Sacramento that has one, and his is also the same way, no power output. And but he's got the parts coming supposedly, but that's been now 2 months. So, but Ken said he can fix them. So let's not let Eric go too long. If he doesn't mind shipping it down this way, we can probably get Ken to put a new device in it. Over.
All right. Well, that sounds good. I'll let Eric know that. He'll probably appreciate it.
Yeah, he can get a hold of Ken. Let me do this. Let me give you Ken's number, and then maybe Eric could call him directly. Obviously, you don't want to send it without telling Ken it's coming. If Ken was here tonight, I would tell him directly. You know, he's usually in here on 6 particularly, but he can only stay till about 8:30. But tonight he didn't show up on 220 either, so he must have a house full of company. Anyway, his number is 559 2891. 559-289-2891.
Roger that. 559-289-2891. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's Roger. That's Ken Holden, Holden. It's WA6OIB, and have Eric see if he's got the devices. I think at one time he said he bought 3 or 4 devices to fix those. He's fixed 2 or 3 of them, and I believe he has one. But so I believe he always buys extra devices. Over.
Okay, well I'll let Eric know on Wednesday when I see him.
All righty. Get him on 220. That would be good. All right. I don't think there's anybody else up there, but let me see if Larry's here. N7 Whiskey Tango. Larry, are you with us tonight? Okay, let's see if anybody else is copying you, Richard. Anybody else wants to say hello to Richard up there? Go ahead, Rob.
How you doing, Richard? KD6BQ. This is Kilo Mike 6 here, Romeo. Thank you. I tuned it a little better. This should be a little better. Anyway, good to hear you there. Thanks for being there.
Yeah, you're in a big fade right now for me, Richard, or maybe you dropped the amp.
No, just fade it down a bit. It'll come back up, but I think we're in a fade.
Yeah, it must be just a fade. Okay, well, I'm glad you got Rob there. Anybody else hearing and want to try a contact with DMO9 there? KD6BQ in Wassaw Valley, Nevada. Over. All quiet on this side there, Richard. So I guess that's it for tonight. We'll see you on Wednesday night there. KD6BQ, K6MYC.
Roger, Mike. Thanks for running the net. And 73 will look for you on Wednesday on 2 meters. K6MYC, 86BQ in Nevada.
Roger. Okay, anybody else that's copying me in this direction? And I didn't say much to you, Dane. You checked in first. But if you're still there, WB6JNP, go ahead, K6MYC. Oh, Dane is in and out, maybe back in the kitchen or something there. Anybody else have something to say before we continue with the nether? I didn't mean to leave anybody out on the primary. How about you, Ben? Are you okay?
I'm doing great. Okay, no problems.
Okay, did you have fun over the weekend?
Oh, yeah, we got together different things there over the weekend. Doing good here.
Trying to stay out of the heat, huh? Yeah, I'm a little tired of the heat. I need a good day to break something in the 80s. The high 80s wouldn't break my heart. I'm sure it wouldn't break anybody's. And sure as hell we'll be wishing for that in another 2 months. Well, God, it would sure be good if we get an 80-degree day here.
Yep, I like a little cooler.
Yeah, I could use a little cooler too. As I get older, I'm okay when it's 105, but I got to get out there and work. And once I get working, I'm sweating. And actually, I was sitting there yesterday just feeling my skin underneath my shirt, and I was cold. My skin was literally cold. So I do very well in those temperatures because I sweat and I get total body wetness, and that cools me down. So I can work out there, but it's just getting started. You know, before you break the sweat, that's the tough part, Ben, over.
Yeah, well, just be careful. You get heat exhaustion there when your body gets cool too much.
I don't think so. I know it. No, I'm comfortable, and I always wear a hat, so I'm not burning my head up either in the sun. Anyway, thanks. Good to hear you this evening. And we'll see. I did hear John in here also. John, are you still with us? K6MI?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, did you want to say hello to Richard up there?
Oh, okay. Hi, Richard. John, K6 Mike Italy, TM06.
You still there, Richard? Oh, I think Richard pulled the cork when he didn't hear anybody else. So heard anybody else calling him there. All right. Well, anyway, John, good evening to you. You're, I'm sure, getting ready for the contest coming up in 2 more weekends here, huh?
Oh, yeah. Gathering stuff together, getting ready. So we'll be on VMO5 and low power, but the antennas are up.
Yeah, very good. Is there any chance in the future you'll run some high power up there, run some 100 watts or 500 or 1,000 watts on any band?
Yeah, we only have 110, so we don't have 220, but we'll slowly build up to that.
Yeah, okay. Is it solar power or just regular power from the grid?
No, solar power, 4 kW of panels, 3 kilowatts inverter. It's just about identical to yours, 6 48-volt, 100-amp hour lithium ions.
Oh, well, you could run power. I'm running off the grid with that system. You may need more panels to charge them. Sounds like you got way more battery than you have panels, over.
4 kilowatts of panels, 10 panels. That should be okay. The inverter just gives us only 110. We'd have to stick a second inverter on.
Oh, I'll be darned. My inverters do 220. So I'm surprised at that. They do 220 and 110. But because they're just meant to go right into a typical system. These are EG4s. Maybe something you can think about in the future. At this point, you've got everything else up there, so you probably want to get to the 220 mark. But 110, you can still get 500, 600 watts out of any radio, any amp on any band with 110 in.
Right. Yeah, we'll aim that way. Just not yet.
I hear you. Okay. Very good. 7-3. And we'll probably talk to you through the week here. See you tomorrow night, perhaps on 1296. Or are you going to be doing band stuff?
No, I'm good this week.
Okay. Good. We'll see you then. K6 Mexico, Italy, K6 MYC. Still looking due north. If there's anybody else wants to check in before I rotate towards Sacramento.
Hey, John, did you check into 222 tonight?
Yes, roger.
He should be on the list. I thought I wrote him down.
GY.
Who is the Y?
Golf Yankee. 6GGY.
Yeah, well, and I got you 884. Better copy here than 2 meters even. 884. And did you make any headway with Greg this afternoon on the 432 thing? Over.
Yeah, we were playing with and we're 432 has got a problem. It may be in the coax. I'll let Greg tell you about it. Greg's on the air also here. WB6GGY.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm pointed due north, and you're coming good, but that seemed to get you about 341, so I only have to go back about 20 degrees to peak on you. But I don't know whether this one's calibrated like the one in the barn. Anyway, good to hear you, and I know you'll figure it out. It's a shame that it didn't work right off the bat. That's the way these things are sometimes, Phil.
That's the reason why they call us amateurs. We got to try a couple of times. Over.
Yeah. Well, as long as you don't get discouraged, and as long as Greg has time for you, I know he's busy right now, particularly planning his 2-week vacation. So, if we didn't get it this time, maybe it'll be something he can come back to in a couple of weeks and start to nibble away at.
Roger. Yeah. Anyway, Greg's on the side here, so he'll give you a shout when you get a little closer. WB6GGY.
Okay, fine, Phil. Okay, let's see. Anybody else before I go right towards Sacramento here?
KC5DT is 712.
Well, hello there, stranger. We haven't heard you for 3 or 4 days here. Getting the blogs okay, though. Good evening. How are you?
Doing well, Michael. Doing well. How are you and Judy doing up there on?
Yeah, we're doing good. Judy's, well, I won't go into it, but she's busy and with company right now. Anyway, but things are going well. We did have some little issues with the mice. Mice got into our pantry, and the girls were all upset about that. And they're supposedly cleaning it up and organizing it and wiping the shelves down and putting everything in tin containers that can be nibbled into. I don't think the mice ate that much or did that much damage, but they were all panicky. I got lots of mice this year, and almost nightly I get a little present from one of the cats on the doorstep, a baby mouse or a mouse laying there for us. So cats are doing their job, but they can't keep up. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Well, it's there's heat and no rain, so I guess they're looking for food.
Oh, I'm sure they are. Yeah, I put food out. There's food out there every night, but it's cat food. They may have to change their tune and eat cat food. I don't put cheese out there for them, but I don't want to propagate any more mice than we got already. Over.
Roger that. Okay, well, 73's up that way, and I should have something headed your way in a little bit. I'll be headed back in to get on it.
Yeah, we didn't see an end we know today. We did listen to the political one last night. It was a little bit redundant, but it wasn't too bad. We got through it, but a lot of stuff we already knew. I don't think there was too much in there. A lot of hope and prayer, and probably good guesstimates on what's going to happen, but that was about it. So it wasn't the best one from LT, but that's all right. Anyway, look forward to it tonight. Maybe we can relax and listen to and we know tonight. 73 Kerry, KC5DTU, K6MYC. See you tomorrow night on 1296. Don't forget that one.
Roger. LT took some time off, so nothing today, but I'll see what I can beat out of the bushes for you.
Yeah, okay. Well, I I think you said something up. And we know how about, yeah, it's LT. Dave, LT's the and we know guy. Dave is the other guy, right?
That's affirmative.
Yeah, it wasn't LT that was boring last night. It was Dave. But we'll take him. We listen to him. Then there's always a tidbit or two in there.
Roger that. And just hang in there. It's supposed to get bumpy this week.
Yeah, it should. The only thing that I'm a little bit disturbed about is Putin and Zelensky aren't getting together. They don't seem to be taming their activities down very much. Putin is still pumping stuff in and killing civilians, which is not helping his cause. I heard a rehash of the interview with Sean Hannity and Trump right after he had talked in Alaska with Putin. And things looked pretty encouraging at that point, but it's been very quiet now for 2 weeks, and nothing happened. We're coming to the end of Trump's patience, I'm pretty sure. Over.
Just wait till the EU runs out of money, and the welfare checks from the USA has been cut off, so it shouldn't be too long.
Yeah, but he had his big meeting with China today, and they may be funding him for a while.
Well, they're having their own financial problems. I'll go there later.
Yeah, no, I know they're not in super shape. All right, well, hopefully it'll work out. We need to get somebody to hold some people's feet to the fire and get something started there. If they could just get a ceasefire, that would be a starting point, and then another month or so of negotiations wouldn't hurt anything. But right now they're killing people while they're talking about it. There's no apparent progress. Let's put it that way. Okay, Kerry, thanks for popping in. 7-3, we'll see you. KM6SRR? No, that's not right. KC5DTU, K6MYC.
Roger, KC5 DTU 73.
And by the way, Rob, I keep thinking about this. Let me get the antenna down here toward the guys in Sacramento area, Meadow Vista and stuff. But we haven't heard anything from Dave, WA6LOL. I'm afraid that he's got something has gone wrong with his chemo stuff. Over.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox 982.
Yeah, we got you, Daryl. 982, good signal.
Yeah, well, I think you pointed more or less at me, considering you're way over in the red here.
Yes, I did. I came right toward you. Okay. Anyway, how was your weekend?
Oh, it was all right. Yeah, we're just trying to keep cool. That's about it.
Yeah, I know about that. A lot of people did the same thing, kind of just hunkered down and stayed inside. Everybody's a little bit tired of the heat. Anyway, good to hear you. I'm pointing now toward sort of Sacramento. How about KR6MR? John, are you in here tonight?
Good evening, Mike. K6MYC in the group. KR6MR, Bozo 759. Sounding good.
Yeah, not bodaciously strong, but very steady. And I didn't try to tweak it. You're doing fine, and we'll look forward to working you tomorrow, of course, on 1296. I think with the stable weather conditions, it's going to be cooling slightly in some areas, but no major changes. So we could have quite nice stable conditions on 1296. Not unlike last week was pretty good also. Very stable tonight on 220 for most signals. The only guy that was really, really tough was Bill. He was up and down and all over the place, but everybody else was quite stable. So I don't know what's going on with Bill's location, but he was just fading all over the place. Much more stable signals from Nevada over the Sierras, for heaven's sakes. Go figure. KR6MR, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, Mike. I was just talking with Bill. He said it was had a hard time on
220 with you. He's got a lot of background noise, so I don't know if he hears you. If he doesn't, I'll check him in. Bill KO 6KD, Bozo is 776. Over.
Yeah, Bill, are you there? KO 6KD, go ahead.
Did you say something to me, Mike?
I turned it to you. I'm going to wait to peek on you. Go ahead.
Okay, I can only hear you on the stream. I'm not hearing you on my radio. I've got a lot of noise here, and I'm just not able to copy you on the radio here because of the localized noise. Over.
Okay, well this should be better. I got quite a bit more signal on you. Is that a little better? Apparently not.
No, you're not stronger than S8. I'm sorry. Even with your power, you're still not over S8, and that's what my noise is right now.
Okay, give me a few more words. Let me see what your S meter reading is. Over.
Okay, all right. I'll give you a few more words here, and it's nice to have a quiet location, but I don't. And it's not the normal power line noise I've been having issues with, which is still giving me up into the red on 2 meters. It's just horrible noise. This is the guy with the solar panels or whatever down the street. It comes and goes, and it'll eventually shut off, and then I'll just be left with the power line noise. I'm really thinking I should have gone into model railroading as a hobby, not ham radio. Over.
Well, yeah, either that or get maybe after the rain starts, it'll quiet down in your neighborhood a little bit there. I won't keep you. I know you're having trouble. You're about S5, S6 here, S5 to S6. 7-3, Bill, and we'll see you in the morning. We'll see you in the morning on 40 meters there. KO6KD, K6MYC, 7-3. 756, we hear you, Darren. Give me a little more chatter. And I'll come your way, Darren. Over. QSL 756. I can't get a very good peek on you. Very broad peek, but we got your Q5. Your Q5, Darren, no problem copying. Just not loud. KJ6KFB, K6MYC. Over.
Oh, very good, Mike. Yeah, we'll copy as well. Anyway, I'll let you carry on. It's a little bit rough copy, but I got you in there fully.
Okay, very good. 73s, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully with some decent signals there on 1296. KJ6KFB, K6MYC. 7-3, Darren. Okay, how about Reading? And can I get an ECW out of Reading? Let me go back up this way a little bit. Reading. Give me some CW. KD6 Sugar Whiskey. KD6 Sugar Whiskey. Go ahead. Over. Okay. KD6 Sugar Whiskey. K6MYC. Over.
KR6MR question.
Yeah, are you doing, what did you say, John?
Got a question. Did you have a chance to look at your bird slugs for 1296? Over.
No, I didn't, but thanks for reminding me. I thought Frank was going to be here today, but he did not come, so I haven't got eyes good enough to see it. We'll have to do it tomorrow. Just keep asking, okay?
Roger. I'll ask you again tomorrow. For the meantime, have fun with Reading. KR6MR clear.
Roger. One more call to Reading. KD6 Sugar Whiskey. KD6SW, K6MYC. Over, Rich. guess nothing heard there. Okay, how about Ken, N6RO, are you copying me here, Ken, K6MYC?
Oh yeah, K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. So I'm cool all the way down to 88, and I got a lot of power line noise coming from the whole eastern hemisphere. Anyway, have my little one of those portable swamp coolers, just passing air on me in the shack, but I have the newer model that really works good at my TV perch, where I'm going right now. 7-3, see you tomorrow, N6RO.
What is it you have at your TV perch?
Swamp cooler, a little mini swamp cooler.
Oh, okay. I just didn't get the word swamp cooler. Got it. Okay. Well, I'm cool here. We got the swamp cooler in the this end of the house, and it's blowing out of the hallway onto me here. It's a little warm, I would say. I'm about 80, 82 here, but that's comfortable for me, so not too bad. I haven't timed the amplifier out yet with the temperature. I haven't temped out the amp yet, so we must do an okay. 7-3, good evening, Ken. See you tomorrow, 1296. N6RO, K6MYC, clear and looking for any other check-ins in this direction. Over.
Good night.
Night. Okay, nothing heard. Let me go more into the Bay Area here. Let's see, Bay Area coming up right in this area. That should be somewhere in the Bay Area. Let's see what we get. W6PQL or whoever, K6MYC calling for 6-meter check-ins. Over.
November 6, Bravo Charlie.
Hi there, Merle. Good strong signal. N6BCC, K6MYC, what, 1134?
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I find that if I wait till you get in this angle here, about 282, I hear you a lot better.
If you do what?
I find that if you hit where you're showing about 280, 285, I seem to hear you better.
Well, that may be. Yeah, we may be broad enough to get to you there. You're not that far north of me anyway, in Modesto there. Anyway, great to hear you. Missed you a little bit last week, but I guess you were in and out and doing other stuff. But we didn't hear you on 2 meters. Anyway, no worries. Good strong signal here this evening. And there was something I was going to mention to you. Oh, one of the guys that checks in on 40 meters, he's a pilot, been a pilot for, I think he was a Boeing pilot, a test pilot, and he flew commercial for many years as well. And he also turned to be one of those guys that rode motorcycles in his early days. And he shares a story similar to yours. Wasn't quite as bad, but broke a lot of bones. He was T-boned or something. Not as bad as you. He was only in the hospital for a month. Over.
Hey, Roger. Well, anytime that you're in the hospital like that, it's not good. That's for sure. Doggone it. And, yeah, I've been kind of busy getting things ready. This Saturday, the 6th, is swap meet there with our club in conjunction with the Sarah Club, you know, because I'm with Stockton Delta Amateur Radio Club. So we're having a swap meet and getting things ready for that to take in there and everything, and trying to take and get my little car sold and stuff like that because I don't need it. And yeah, just been busy with a lot of that and doing a whole bunch of stuff with the wife. And yeah, getting out there and doing things that I wanted to do but couldn't because, you know, I had to work and, you know, and she was retired. So now I get to do those things. And yeah, I'll be sending you a picture there, an email here about probably tomorrow or something. Made up some new QSL cards, and I'll have to send you a picture one, see what you think of them. I went out last, what was it? Last Saturday? Yeah, last Saturday. Gee, just a few days ago. And took a bunch of pictures all up there in the mountains and stuff. And I finally found something I liked that kind of tripped my trigger for a QSL card. Back to you.
Yeah, very good. You didn't you send me, or we tried when we got the pictures, but you sent me a picture of your 6-meter antenna and a bunch of other stuff, didn't you?
Roger, yeah, I sent you a picture of my antenna that's up on the tower, which does 6 meters and 10 and 15 and 12.
Yeah, I got the picture, but we couldn't see it well enough to determine what it was. I think it was really dark. You must have taken the picture at night or something, over?
Yeah, Roger, I had a flashlight shining on it and everything. Okay, I'll have to get a picture of it during the daytime so you can see it better and send that to you. So I'll take and do that, and I'll email you that picture along with a picture of my new QSL cards.
Yeah, that'll be good. We'll look forward to that. And, yeah, just give us more light on the antenna, and if you can zoom in on it, get as much of the antenna in the picture as you can, and away from the sun, and we're off and running. Very good. What, and okay, you said there was a swap meet coming up. Was that the one that's going to be, it's not going to be in Stockton. Where do they hold the swap meet at?
This year we're having it in Ripon at the Grange Hall there off of not Milledgeville, but...
Okay, what's the date of it?
Exit, but it's Ripona Avenue, and that's where we're having it this year. You know, it's a combination between S. Stark and Sarah, you know, Stanislaus Amateur Radio, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, this is the third one. I've been to the first two, the original two, and I'll be on this one here. I'll have a table, and Brett will be there too. Him and I are sharing a table and stuff, so they can get rid of a few things that we don't need.
Yeah, I got lots of those things I don't need anymore. I could have a flea market that would equal theirs and then some, probably. Anyway, something else I was going to ask. What was it? Darn it. Ah, crap. Well, it slipped away. But, what's the date of the flea market? Next weekend?
Yeah, Saturday the 6th, this upcoming Saturday. It'll be the 6th, and yeah, you know, it's going to be kind of cool, you know, and I like it. You know, I'll be there probably from like 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and because you got to get there a little early, set up, and I believe it runs from 9, I think it is, to 3 basically, and so I'll be there a little longer. I'll send you with the email. I'll send you the flyer just so you kind of get an idea, you know, about it and stuff. It's, you know, it's not real big compared to like the one up in Loomis, but yeah, we still got a lot of people in there, and we've done pretty good. But the first two was terrible for parking, and that's why we had to find another place. And now we got plenty of parking, so that's going to be good.
Yeah, that makes a big difference when the guys can go and not have to worry about finding a place, wasting time doing that. They're more interested in looking at old radio crap. Okay, very good. We'll look forward to seeing that from you. And don't forget about the VHF contest. Whatever you can muster on the following weekend after that, 2 weekends from this weekend, not next weekend, but the one after, is the VHF contest. It starts at 11 in the morning on Saturday. All bands, 6 meters through 40 gigahertz. And calling frequencies are typically where you will hear people. 50.125. 2 meters is 144.200. 144.200 on 2 meters, Phil. Merle. So hopefully we get you in there and check you in on various spans. We do not have a net on that Sunday night, so in 2 weeks there will be no Sunday night net on 2 meters. Otherwise, all the nets are back to normal. but the contest isn't over till we're into the net by a half an hour, so it just doesn't seem logical to have the net going on at the same time that everybody's trying to end the contest with a big flurry. All right. Good evening, Merle. Thanks for calling. We'll listen for others. Probably Brett will be in here as well. N6BCC, K6MYC.
Hey, Roger, Mike. Yeah, I don't know if he will or not. I think he may have already turned in. And, but yeah, real quick, like though, this Friday, Saturday afternoon, Thursday, the bands have been fantastic. You know, because I do love 10 meters quite a bit. It was crazy. I mean, all over the world. It was fun. So, all righty. Well, you guys have a great evening. Tell Judy I said howdy, howdy, hi. And we will catch you guys a little bit later on. So, K6MYC, N6BCC. I'll be QRT.
Yeah, well, the SFI numbers have been in the 300, so that would make 10, 15, and 12 meters just be gangbusters. So you're obviously taking the advantage of that. Good deal. I'm glad you're having fun on those bands, Merle. 7-3, catch you soon. K6MYC.
Roger. See ya. 7-3.
Okay, who else do we have? Check-ins, please, from the Bay Area or any place that's hearing me. Kilowatt 6, Mike, Yankee, Charlie, Bozo Net, 6 meters.
775. KW6S, 610.
November India,
Alpha Fox 6 United, 1098.
We'll be standing by 1090.
Oh, 1090. That's a local check-in. We'll get you here 1090. Hang on. Oh, no, that's not local. That's Gary. We hear you, Gary. 1090. We heard 610. And I think I heard one or two others, so everybody checked in at once, but I didn't get them all. So, Gary, hang on a second. And Tom, hang on a second. Who are the other stations that checked in from the Bay Area? Go ahead.
Alpha Fox 6 United, 1098.
775.
Yeah, good evening to you, Mike. And good evening to you, Lee. We got Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, 1098. And 775, Mike, KB6, Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Gotcha. Okay, let me go back to you, Gary. And I won't move the antenna. I'll leave it right where it is because I'm copying everybody at this time. W6PQL is probably in there. Bill, Jim, if you're listening, we did get the 52 that you sent. Hopefully you heard it on the stream. That we heard your CWL okay on 52 on 222. What was that? Go ahead.
Whiskey 6, Whiskey 00.
Whiskey 6 something, and you got to give it one more time. You took a little fade. Go ahead.
Whiskey 6, Whiskey 00.
Oh, W6WZZ. Good evening, John. What is it, 1140, what, 43, 46, 45, something?
1145. See that? 1145. Looks like this is for the Temple Bay. My call is Whiskey 6, Whiskey 00, and my local number is 1145.
Yeah, I got it, John. I got you. I just was struggling with the paper here. My pen ran dry all of a sudden, so I had to get a different pen going. But we got you, W6WZZ, 1145. We got you all okay. You're very light tonight, very, very weak. I tried moving the antenna, but I didn't get anywhere with it, so you did not come up, so I don't know. Anyway, we've got you. Thanks for checking in. Let me catch the rest of the guys. We have 5 of you to pick up very quickly here. W6WZZ. Thank you, John. K6MYC. Over.
Okay, I'm Mike. Take it easy. 73 to you. K6MYC. Whiskey 6, Whiskey 00.
Whiskey 6, Whiskey Zulu Zulu 73. And over to you, Gary. WB6WNI, K6MYC.
Check, K6 NYC, maybe 679. Mike, you are strong again tonight and doing very well. I'll monitor your other local stations. I did not hear WZM, but I'm hearing a lot of other people, but you have a pile-up. So, Mike, I'm going to simply say 73, and we will meet again on Wednesday. Have a nice evening. K6 NYC and the group, WB679.
Okay, very fine, Gary. Thanks very much. Hopefully you had a good weekend there, and we'll move right along quickly. Obviously, if you had anything really exciting, you would have passed it on already or told me I got something really exciting to tell you. So we'll try and pick everybody else up here quickly. Let me get it over to you, Mike. KB6 Whiskey, Foxtrot Charlie, if you would. Go ahead, Mike.
K6 NYC, K6 NYC, KB6 good evening, Mike and the group. Nothing new to say on this 3-day weekend, but we've had beautiful weather, sunny skies in the 60s and 70s here in Daly City. But back to K6 NYC.
Okay, very good. Well, sounds like a wonderful winter you're having there in Daly City there, Mike. 60 degrees, Jesus. We're 105 here to 40 degrees higher, 45 degrees more than you're getting. Oh, boy. Well, I don't want 60, but I would like it halfway in between. That would be good. Thank you, Mike. Great to hear you. And, of course, we'll look for you on 1296. We'll look for you on 1296 tomorrow. 73, thanks for checking in here on 6. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6 NYC. Now, let's see. I had a couple of others, and I can't read my notes, so let me just throw it open. There's two that I got the numbers down, but I can't see who they were. Go ahead, please. Don't be polite, just talk. I'm not hearing anybody.
I think you had Tom and Lee in there, Mike.
Yes, I did. Tom and Lee were both in here. Okay, let me see. Anybody else in the Bay Area before we go to Santa Cruz and Watsonville? Over. Nothing in the Bay Area. Okay. Let me see. Tom, KW6S. Go ahead.
K6MYC, KW6S. Yeah, not much going on here. Trying to stumble through a computer looking for some software that I know I have and can't find it, and about ready to go for a glass of wine and sit on the couch for a little bit. Catch you tomorrow night on 1296, K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, sounds like a hell of a good idea. Maybe we'll do the same later when we get off the air here in a minute, just a few more minutes. Thank you, Tom. Good to hear you. Thanks for sticking around there. Go enjoy your rest of your evening there with the vino. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC, and over to you, Lee, AF6 United, K6MYC.
K6MYC, AF6 United. I won't keep you too long. I know you're cooking out there, and I'm not going to talk about how it's mid-60s here right now, and I am loving it. But other than that, good to hear you tonight, Mike, and I'll turn it back over to you. K6MYC from AF6 United.
Oh, thank you, Lee. You can give me a couple of, let's say, give me 20 degrees. Put me at 80. I'll take 80 above your 60, and then I'll be happy. 80 is fine for me most of the time, particularly when I'm in the house just watching TV and I'm sitting very quiet and still. Anyway, I can tolerate 75 too. Below that, my nose starts to run and I get cold. I got to put a blanket on. I'm all acclimated for this weather, as you can tell. Great to hear you. Good, strong signal, and of course we'll look for you. Not tomorrow, but we'll look for you on Wednesday. We missed you last night. Both you and Tom were missing last night, but thanks for coming in tonight on 6 here as we're nearing the end of the weekend there. Hopefully you had a good time. I'll listen for your final. AF6 United, K6MYC.
I don't know. I don't have too much more to add to that. I've just been working on... I would say repairing a rotor, but it's not really a repair. It's just kind of a tune-up, packing it with grease and stuff like that. Other than that, yeah, I don't know if I can take. We had 92 degrees here yesterday was the high that we hit, and I was thinking to myself, yeah, Mike and Judy back there are probably thinking that's sweater weather. So yeah, that's a little bit too much for me, and I like the 60-degree temperatures. So anyway, talk to you later, Mike. K6MYC from AF6U.
Yeah, well, I think you probably wouldn't be living where you are if you didn't like that. Matt said the same thing. He was over on the coast all week, but they had some warm weather. I guess it got up reasonably warm for them in the middle of the day, but overall it's a very nice temperature swing there in Napomo near San Luis Obispo. Very good, Lee. 7-3. We'll see you Wednesday. Thanks for checking in here. F6 United, K6MYC, now looking a little bit more into the Bay Area for any further check-ins. Bay Area, please, Bay Area. 6-meter check-ins, please, K6MYC. Well, we're getting nobody. So I guess we could go south, but I'm not sure who we've got down there. Rob, over?
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
We're getting nice, strong signals from the Bay Area. I didn't have any problems copying anybody, but they're all off doing something else, and nobody's too excited about 6. So I guess that's it. I'll go, let's see. I think I'll just leave the antenna here. Why don't you go south and make a yell, see if we get anybody. And if you do, I'll turn. Otherwise, I'll sit here and wait for you to finish and make a count. Over.
Okay. Where do you want me to point? Down towards Bakersfield?
Yeah, down the valley. Looks like I got about 20-some here.
Okay, I was rotating there. 6-meter Bozo Net. Looking for check-ins. KM6SR with K6MYC standing by. Any Bozos in the South Valley like to check in there? Come now. I'm not hearing anything, Mike.
Well, I'm hearing crickets, but they don't have Bozo numbers.
Yep, no, they don't.
Okay, I think we're done. You want to give me a count?
Yeah, let me check it again. I got 22.
Okay. A little light, but not bad. We broke the 20s anyway.
Yep, on a holiday weekend, I guess that's not bad. KM6SR.
Yeah, well, some of the guys that, like Jim, W6PQL, could have checked in here. Maybe he's just off resting and doing other things. He was on 222. Normally he checks in, but he did give us number 52, so I can't complain. And he's the only one that should have been in that wasn't. Otherwise, well, it would have been nice to have Ken in here tonight, and a few more from the valley here. We do have. I thought 1009 was going to be in here, but it's 1090. That's who I was hearing. And I was thinking that was Ron, but it wasn't Ron. Ron was not in here. But John was in, and most others. Aaron was here, of course. He's still here. So I'll say 73s to everybody. This is K6MYC Bozo Net for 6 meters on 50.140. I'm in Delta Mike 07 Delta Bravo, and we're signing off the net and closing the 6-meter net for tonight on September 1.
Hey, Mike, I sent a text to Dave, LOL, but haven't heard anything back.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried. I'm feeling that I've seen this pattern before, and it's usually not a good one. It's unfortunate because he spent a lot of money. Well, I didn't spend a lot of money because I didn't charge him very much, but he's got 4 of our XP32s there. I think he's got 4 of them. He's got at least 2 of them, the big 2-meter antennas, and he's got an array of Cushcrafts next to it, or something else that he got up going first. And he's got something good on 6, and he's got a whale of a good location. He's really strong down here. Where is he located, Rob?
I think he's up there in Sonora.
I was going to say Sonora, but it's what first came to mind. But I thought he was closer than that, but that's okay. Anyway, shame to not hear from him. You say you dropped him an email?
Yeah, I dropped him a text message like we do and have done in the past. You know, he was really working on his boat. He's got a real high-powered, fancy boat he was working on, spending a lot of time on that. So between that and his 6-meter moonbound stuff, I don't know.
Yeah, but that usually doesn't stop a guy from checking in occasionally. I mean, he hasn't been in here for a month or two. And he was going to come down and didn't, and something always got in the way of that, and one thing and another. And then he was taking treatments, and he wasn't feeling too good from those, and yada yada. So hopefully he hasn't. I'm sure he hasn't lost interest. He was very, very inspired for almost a year here, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. He was really getting into it.
Okay, Aaron, if you're still there, 73s, thanks for the help tonight. I don't know if you can do it, but when you turn off here, see if you can reset mine so I get my battery condition again. I noticed it had glitched, and it was looking at just the website, but not any numbers for me.
Yeah, it likes to log you out sometimes, so I'll make sure it's back up there and you're logged in. I think you're at like 48% right now. No, 39. So it just updated, but you're doing okay.
Did you do something to me here? I just lost the radio. There it is. I lost receive here, Aaron.
I didn't touch anything.
Oh, okay, there it is. Oh, the Bluetooth just went away for some reason. Okay. Yeah, it's back. I guess I turned the volume down by accident here. All right. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, right now you're at 39%, and yeah, sometimes the website likes to log out, but I'll definitely leave the monitor up before I log out.
Yeah, that's pretty low. It's like I've got at 20, it goes over to PG&E. I better shut up here and let it recover. We didn't have real bright, heavy sun all day. I don't know why it's so low. Normally it's running in the 50, 60, 70 bracket at this time of night. Yeah, 2 nets in the kilowatts. Maybe it dragged it down a little bit. And it's very warm, and so the air conditionings are on. I guess I can't complain. All right. See you later, guys. I'm out of here. K6MYC will be clear. And don't forget about the wood, Rob.
Yeah, there's a lot of junk up in the air, so it wouldn't surprise me if your panels didn't capture as much as they should have. So, K6USY, go ahead, Rob.
Okay, thanks, Aaron. K6USY, KM6SR, 73. And Mike, yeah, no, I haven't forgot about the wood. I got to figure a good time to come over there. I was looking at some of my antennas today and wondering about, there's an antenna that M Squared makes. It's a 2-meter, a big one that's both horizontal and vertical. Did I hear that you said you might have had some of those around?
Well, I have one that's assembled here, but I haven't put it up yet. XP32. Otherwise, I don't have anything else on the ground. I put this one together, and I was going to put it up as a backup for this QTH here. so I don't have to use the moon bounce array. But I just haven't. It was going to go up above the on the same rotator with the 220 and 432. But Frank's so far behind, it may never happen. But I don't want to let it go yet. Over.
Okay, no, I was just trying to get some information to see what I should be looking at. Okay, I'll take a look at that one and see. Is it at least as good as the 18XX?
Yeah, it's a little better actually by a couple of tenths.
Okay, I'll have to take a look at that and see.
Okay.
Anyway, yep, 22, K6NYC, KM6SR. We'll say 73.
Good night for now, Rob. Say hi to Candy. Bye-bye.
Will do, thanks.